If entrepreneurship was easy, everybody would be a millionaire. Everybody would be doing it. If you want to reach the next level, you personally are going to have a psychological shift to be able to reach the next level. Boom! What is up? It is Andrew V. On this channel, we talk about mastering your mind, transforming your body, and achieving freedom and abundance in the financial sense. Today, we're specifically talking about entrepreneurship and what it's actually going to take for you to psychologically have the mindset, the perseverance to achieve. I'm sure you know heaps of friends, heaps of people around you that have started businesses, maybe had great ideas, maybe have read a bunch of books, and it never ended up as anything. See, what most people believe is they're one idea shy from becoming a success. And that's simply not the case. I've run businesses since ever I can remember, from burning music and creating albums for people when I was in grade 2, to selling Crazy Bones when I was in year 6, to running underage discos when I was 16, to running solar companies when I was 20 and lead generation businesses at 22, to now having an e-commerce empire and now a best-selling author. The reality is I've done a lot of things and I've failed a lot. But along that journey, a lot of people always come up to you and they're like, hey, I've got a great idea. Hey, I've got a great idea. And the reality is I wish it was all in the idea. You yourself are probably sitting on average, probably on about $10 million ideas right now, where you are in the living room. You now in the living room, in wherever you are. You were sitting there and you have the ideas to actually create a successful multi-million-dollar business. You don't need anything else. In fact, you probably have majority of the know-how to do it as well. So you've got to understand that the difference between a successful entrepreneur and I want to be in business is a specific mindset. This video specifically deals with the 3 things that I wish I would have known 20 years ago, because these 3 things make the needle move the most and give you the best chance of actually becoming a successful entrepreneur. It's going to take me 5 to 10 minutes to explain them. If you don't have 5 to 10 minutes, you're actually already suffering the first mindset setback, and that is your attention span. So if you want, now's your chance, go click out on another cat video and see how that goes. Okay, so you're still with us. Good. Straight into it. Point number 1 of what's going to turn you into a successful entrepreneur and the psychology and the mindset that you have to have. It is attention span. Attention span is going to make the needle move the most. You've got to understand something about humanity. Right now, humanity's attention span is at the lowest we've ever seen. If you have a look at all social media platforms, if you have a look at all television, we are producing less movies, more TV series. Instead of YouTube videos, we're now on TikTok 60-second videos. Instead of that, we're now going to 5-second reels. Ads on your social media have to get crazier and crazier just to grab your attention. So our attention span is at an all-time low. But if you want to be successful as an entrepreneur, your attention span has to be long. You need to be able to find information and knowledge that you can sit through, consume, and then apply. And most of the time, this knowledge isn't sexy. It isn't pretty. It's a bunch of numbers. It's a bunch of clicking around. It's a bunch of doing stuff. And it's not going to pique your curiosity. Your attention span needs to be long enough to be able to digest content that you need to get to grow your business further, digest it in whole, in full, to be able to watch that half-an-hour video, to watch that 12-hour course, and then go and apply it. If you want to make the needle move, if you've been struggling in your business, if you've thought you want to try in business, your biggest thing that you've got to deal with is your attention span. You need to be able to elongate, to make your attention span longer on the things that are important. If you're learning about sales and you want to learn how to sell better, for example, you are having an issue with selling in your business, here's what you do. You go and grab the 3 best books on selling and you read them and then you apply them. Reading 3 books is going to take you close to 24 to 36 hours in total, maybe more, of non-stop reading. If it's going to take you 2 years to read, the person next door is going to read it in 2 weeks and then apply it. If it takes you 2 years, you're already going to be behind the game. If your attention span is short and you find yourself becoming bored with the things that actually are going to move the needle forward, then that's absolutely the most important thing that you have to deal with if you have any chance of becoming a success as an entrepreneur. Number 2. Now, I'm going to release a whole nother video on this because this is a big topic, but I'm going to give you the summary. To be a successful entrepreneur, the psychology that you must have is you must be a creator, not a consumer. I'll pose the question to you. In the last 3 months, how many items have you purchased or consumed versus how many items have you created? I ask that question because if you ask any successful entrepreneur, their consumption is at an extremely low level. There's a reason Bill Gates doesn't have 900 jets and isn't running around with Rolexes. There's a reason why some of your most successful people aren't wearing branded clothes, aren't buying useless stuff, aren't buying the next shiny gadget to make themselves look like anything. They already know who they are. They are creators. They create products. They create services. If you are a consumer, you consume and buy products. You are not an entrepreneur. You are consuming other entrepreneurs' creations. If you want to make a difference and you genuinely want to try yourself in business and actually succeed, you've got to shift your psychology from consumer to creator. A quick story. I spent a good 2 years buying stuff. When my income shot through the roof and I thought, yay, I'm doing so well, my business is doing well, I'm just gonna buy stuff. And for 2 years, I bought stuff. I'm talking, I had a package arrive every 3 to 4 days on average. And in 2 years, I realized what the hell was going on. I was wasting my time. I was looking at other people's products, convincing myself that I needed it, then buying it, paying money, then waiting for it to arrive, then using it, then playing around with it. All that time was sucked into consumption. If I took all that time and spent it on creating services, creating products that added value to other people so they could consume, that would definitely make me a more successful entrepreneur. In the last 2 years, 2 to 3 years, I've made a handful of purchases. Everything else is just food, water, and bare necessities. The simple bare necessities. Anyway, so you got it. Consumer to creator. Consumer to creator. Psychological shift. Stop buying stuff. Start creating things. Your first thing that you're going to create isn't going to be great. The second thing will be better. Stop consuming, start creating. If you're an artist, stop consuming, start creating. Anybody in business, you're either a consumer or you're a creator. Choose one. If you're going to be a creator, that's the psychological shift that you have to have if you're going to have any success in business. 3, if you want to have any success long term as an entrepreneur, you must have the ability to sacrifice. To sacrifice that night out. To sacrifice getting drunk. To sacrifice buying stuff. To sacrifice watching the new movie. To sacrifice holidays. To sacrifice weekends. To sacrifice date nights. You must have the ability to sacrifice. Understand that on a worldwide scale, we are losing the ability to sacrifice. I want my food now. I want it delivered now. I want to Uber Eats. I want to get my groceries without getting up from the couch. I want to order it from the phone. We are willing less and less to sacrifice time and energy into things that we want. And business isn't easy. It isn't easy. You're going to need to sacrifice time, effort, and you're going to have to go through kilos and pounds of failure. And you're going to have to sacrifice more and more time, more and more of your energy to keep going forward. There are not a lot of overnight successes. And even the ones that are overnight successes, it didn't really happen overnight. You don't see the years of sacrifice that went by. If you don't have the ability to sacrifice things that you enjoy and delay gratification for a later time while you create and become and build the business, the entrepreneur that you've always imagined yourself to be, then you're not going to have a hope in hell to achieve anything. I'm sorry to be the devil on your shoulder, but I wish somebody told me that 20 years ago. That's it. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, it's very, very, very simple. You've got to shift to a creator from a consumer. When you start creating, you're going to need to elongate your attention span because you're going to be creating stuff and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to create this. And then you're going to need to dive into some knowledge and have a long enough attention span to consume and then apply that knowledge so your creation gets bigger, larger, and better. And along with that is going to come major, major sacrifice. Start creating, stop consuming. Get a longer attention span to make your creations bigger and better and more impactful to the people that you are serving. And get ready to sacrifice nights, days, and countless other things to achieve your dreams. If entrepreneurship was easy, everybody would be a millionaire. Everybody would be doing it. If you want to reach the next level, you personally are going to have a psychological shift to be able to reach the next level. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. Hit the bell notification. Whenever you get a new video, it'll pop up and it'll go, hey, new video. And you get to be a little bit smarter. Hopefully you've got some value out of this video. Smash the like button. Smash it like twice. Write a comment. What is the biggest mindset hurdle that you struggle with when it comes to building your business? Or maybe you've thought about a business, or maybe you've been running a business. What is the biggest psychological hurdle for you to get past that if you knew you could get past, your business success would grow exponentially? Chuck it in the comments. I want to hear from you and I want to get it out to as many people as possible. Again, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Till the next time, be well, be better. Bye.